Good afternoon, this is Colton with Bill Brothers Roofing and Solar, doing a digital roof and solar inspection here out in the La Jolla area. We've done a couple roofs in this neighborhood, so just wanted to outline the current condition of the roof and then provide any recommended action. This is a flat concrete tile. It's a very sturdy tile. This is actually an Eagle tile. This is what we installed today, this manufacturer. And the tiles are in great shape. What happens is the waterproofing membrane, which is the underlayment, once it gets to a certain age, just shows some deterioration and expiration. So starting on this roof, we see the eaves. There's a couple different unique features to this roof that they did on these homes, where they actually use this this rake metal. We don't really like it because it keeps a lot of water on the roof right here. So we're actually going to recommend putting some rake caps on these sections, just this section right here, and then just this section right here up there. Just the front sections, we'll install some rake caps. You'll see there's a pretty bad piece of rotted wood over here, slip tiles that are coming down, and it rots out the wood pretty bad right there. So this is the front section over the front door. We do see a repair that's been done. Another layer of underlayment's been put over, and you can see it bubbling up really badly. And so this is because there was a leak right here, and they did a little bit of an investigative repair over the front door. Flat concrete tiles themselves are in good condition. The north side gets a little bit more less sun exposure, and so there's a little bit more moss that builds up. Chimneys are very sensitive because they trap water, and you can see the slip tiles that are starting to occur right here. Getting up here, we can see the original underlayment on the roof. Pulled a couple tiles right here just to look at it. A single layer, the 40-pound felt paper, deteriorating, kind of turning that brownish color that we see kind of towards the end of its life expectancy. And then getting up here as well, we see valleys that are very crowded. We like to widen these up, let water flow down. This is probably where the leak is coming from, this valley right here. So we have a very buildup of debris, and then the paper right there is pretty expired. So this would be the section that we would replace if it was a partial repair. And then you can see right here where a tile is actually slipped down, and you can see directly to the plywood right there. No good right there. That means that paper right there probably needs to be replaced. For sure needs to be replaced, meaning the plywood also needs to be replaced as well. And then you can see the underlayment system right here. Down right here, this is where it gets the fastest and quickest deterioration, because water kind of stops it right here, and you can see how it's starting to crack and deteriorate right here. Something that I like to point out about the solar system, they use standoffs that we don't use anymore, and the amount of wires that are dragging on the roof, on the concrete roof, is not good. It's going to wear out those wires with wind. By code, we need all those wires cinched up to the back of the panels. When we remove and reinstall this solar system, we're going to use different standoffs that are a little bit lower profile, sits it closer to the roof, and then also we're going to cinch up all the wires. So the whole solar system, there's a bunch of wires that are hanging down on the roof decking, and we only see these 4 attic vents right here. We want to change those out, these dormers with low profile vents. There's a tile right there. We want to change those out with low profile O'Hagan vents for the attic ventilation. That way and the biggest reason is for fire embers as well. We want something with a filament, and you can see all the wires that are hanging down right here as well. So yeah, the underlayment's the original, besides a couple repairs that have been done, and so we definitely recommended upgrading the underlayment. We're going to recommend a full lift and reset, and then replace the underlayment with a peel and stick, and then we'd remove the solar, reinstall it to get that up to code. Basically, only the solar panels themselves can be reused. So yeah, we're going to recommend this. Measure it out right now. If there was a repair to be done, it would just be on this section right here, these 2 valleys where they come together. So I'm going to outline it right now for the homeowner and give them a couple options. Thank you.